We're wrapping up the first half with one hell of a tag match with Sabu and Rob Van Dam facing the up-and-coming pair of Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabiolas, Team Splendid, and boy, this one's gonna be lit.
As hot as Team Splendid's been lately, I kinda can't wait to see what happens when they clash with RVD and Sabu.
The following tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 473 pounds, from Bombay, Michigan, Sabu, and from Battle Creek, Michigan, Rob Van Dam, the ECW crew.
Guys, I got nothing respect for Team Splendid. Bobby C and Sensational Fabiolas have definitely been moving up in the world. But tonight, against the ECW crew, against RVD and Sabu, well, that's kind of a Shaquille O'Neal level tall order, guys.
RVD and Sabu are former ECW Tag Team Champions. Plus, Team Splendid's just lost their last match against Wild Fortunes. So, do I think Bobby C and Fabiolas will be punching above their weight? Yes, they'll absolutely have to stay one step ahead of these seasoned hardcore veterans.
That is a pretty fair assessment, Wally. I mean, RVD and Sabu are about as no-nonsense as it gets. And I don't know if Team Splendid's even going to be ready for this match. Well, something funny that Don Hickson said at the Spectrum. I think that these two boys just lost their crowns as most bombastic entrants in all of RWL to Tony Storm.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 460 pounds, from Beverly Hills, California, Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabiolas, Team Splendid.
Gotta admit, Bobby and Fabi, their record book is starting to look a lot more favorable with a lot more wins than losses lately. And yeah, they did lose to Wild Fortune, but far more embarrassing teams you could lose to. Well, tonight it's going to be RVD and Sabu, and again, very tall order for Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabiolas. I am keen to see if they can make it or not.
Bobby and Fabi are finally starting to get some real and will deserve attention after spinning their wheels for about 2 years now. And this match is definitely gonna be major test to pass for Team Splendid. Let's just say that if they were to succeed in getting the win over RVD and Sabu, well, let's just agree that would totally get them noticed by everyone who hasn't been paying attention up to now.
I have said it before and I will say it again. I've got the best color and analysis team on the planet. Rob Van Dam and Splendid Bobby C starting this off as Willie Johnson sounds the bell. The men come center ring. A kick, a right, a left, and a backbreaker. All in one from Splendid Bobby C on Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam rounded back up, whipped to Team Splendid's corner, collapses into that corner. Splendid Bobby C starts putting the boots to Rob Van Dam, putting all his weight behind it. And look at this here. Oh man, double knees to the chest. RVD. Splendid Bobby C turns it over to Sensational Fabiolas on the tag. Rob Van Dam still not standing up. Fabiolas gathers him up, locks him up, whips him to the far right corner. Sensational Fabiolas quickly countered by RVD into an inverted DDT. Back of the head slammed to the canvas. Fabiolas catches a beautiful kick from Rob Van Dam. Down he goes. Hard kick to the back from RVD. Liked it so much he's going to do it again. And now Sensational Fabiolas struggling to get to a standing position. RVD gets a hold of him, drives a knee right into his head. And again, Rob Van Dam goes to work. Look at this. What do we got in mind here? Sabu has to get out of the way here. Rob Van Dam changes his mind on the high-risk maneuver, or does he? No, he's got the room now. Here we go. He sets it up, and oh, man, nailed him. Here's the cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Bobby C right there to break up the party for Rob Van Dam. Sensational Fabiolas, thankful for the assist, smashes Rob Van Dam's head into the turnbuckle and starts driving knees into his midsection. Rob Van Dam collapses into the corner. Sensational Fabiolas Just like his partner putting the boots to Rob Van Dam. All the way up, all the way down, misses, but Rob Van Dam rolls him up. Look at this right here, RVD. Whips Fabulous to the ropes. Beautifully executed power slam. Right center ring. Rob Van Dam winds up the arm, delivers a kick to the chest. And RVD turning things around for his team here. Sensational Fabulous out on the apron using the ropes to get himself to a standing position. Rob Van Dam hung up on the top rope by Sensational Fabulous. Here's a tag to Sabu, and things are about to get crazy. A series of kicks right to the head of Sabu from Sensational Fabulous, with Rob Van Dam just getting to his feet. As Sensational Fabulous starts putting the boots to Sabu, and now he's sitting it up. That double arm twist right there. That is some painful business, and a pair of knees into the back for good measure. Sensational Fabulous makes his way to his corner, turns it over to Splendid Bobby C. Whoa! Big time running kick right to the head of Sabu. Splendid Bobby C with wrist clutch baby step stomps to the back on Sabu. Sabu rounded up again by Splendid Bobby C, who starts going to work doing the same thing that Sensational Fabulous did. The team works very efficiently. And now Splendid Bobby C picking up right where Fabulous left off, twisting the arms on Sabu, drives a pair of knees into his back too. Splendid Bobby C goes right back to work on the arms of Sabu, absolutely relentless. It looks like these guys are actually being able to hang with Rob Van Dam and Sabu. I didn't think it was going to happen, but they started strong and they're still in it. Well, now, another pair of knees to the back for Sabu, as Splendid Bobby C goes for a cover. One. Well, not even a one. Sabu quickly back up on his feet, locks up with Splendid Bobby C. Has him up. Whoa, nice power slam. Just out of no place. There's a cover. Not even a one. Bobby C kicking out of the pin. Here comes Sensational Fabulous on the tag. Sabu steps over Bobby C to greet him, but Fabulous right there to greet him. Snake eyes right across the top turnbuckle for Sabu. And a little bit of showboating from Sensational Fabulous. Not paying attention as Rob Van Dam comes in on the tag. They lock up. RVD, with the element of surprise, drives a knee into the midsection of Sensational Fabulous. RVD delivers a kick to the back. Goes to work on the arms. And oh, what a nasty driving knee to the head of Sensational Fabulous. Rob Van Dam picking up the momentum here for his team. Rebounds off the ropes. Beautifully executed moonsault. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg too. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Fabulous got that left shoulder up. A clubbing overhand right from Rob Van Dam locks up Sensational Fabulous, whips him to his team's corner. Here comes Sabu on the tag, and here comes a double team. Hard shot to the ribs from Sabu. Fabulous catches a drop kick off the ropes. Here comes Splendid Bobby C on the tag. Another beautiful running kick from Bobby C takes Sabu down to the canvas. A hard kick to the back. Sabu steps out and whoa! Oh damn, did you see that? Sensational Fabulous paying off with the big time high risk maneuver right there. Turned himself into a human missile. Taking down Sabu. And a move worthy of Sabu himself. Oh man. Okay. Sensational Fabulous with a cheap shot on Sabu. A hard shot to the back from Splendid Bobby C. Bobby goes behind on him. Another hard uppercut to the back of the head of Sabu. Bobby C drives both knees into the canvas. The Splendid one rounds up Sabu and starts driving knees into his midsection. Down goes Sabu. Here comes Sensational Fabulous again. Team Splendid tagging real efficiently and working as a unit most cohesively, as Don Hickson might say. Fabulous stalking Sabu here. Goes behind on him, has him up over the shoulder. GTS knee to the skull. This could be the end right here. 1, 2. Rob Van Dam making sure it's not the end. And Sensational Fabulous has to start from 0. Off the ropes, moonsault to Sabu. I gotta admit, I haven't seen RVD and Sabu abused quite this widely before. Here comes Splendid Bobby C on the tag, and these guys are not doing too bad for themselves, gotta be honest. Sabu rounded up by Splendid Bobby C. Rebound off the ropes. Beautiful flying kick right to the side of the head of Sabu. Oh, a little bit of martial arts action right there from Splendid Bobby C. Clothesline takes Sabu down to the canvas. Followed up with a stomp to the midsection. Splendid Bobby C. currently in control of Sabu. And Team Splendid surprisingly in control of this match with Sabu and RVD. Didn't think it was going to happen. Series of driving knees into the midsection of Sabu. The Splendid one. Starts to put the boots to him, but Sabu finds his way out of the corner and trips up. Splendid Bobby C. Drives both boots into the... Oh, man. Yeah, Sabu was mad if he did that. Here comes Rob Van Dam on the tag. Bobby C standing center ring waiting for him. Drives a knee right into his head. Rob Van Dam quickly back up again. Rebounds off the ropes. And whoa, man, what a kick. So Bobby C, cover 1, 2. But just a 2. Splendid Bobby C kicks out. Rob Van Dam with a snapmare and a drop kick to the side of the head of Splendid Bobby C. Bobby sweeps the leg, takes down Rob Van Dam. Charges, and a running spear takes RVD down. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, damn, that was as close to a near fall as we've gotten so far. And most of those near falls have been for Team Splendid. Whoa, are you kidding me? He did it again. Son of... Whoa. Well, cut off my junk and call me Stumpy. Team Splendid, more than keeping up with the ECW crew here. Splendid Bobby C gets a hold of Sabu, pitches him the hell out of the way. Rob Van Dam going after Sensational Fabulous, tags him with a right, tags him with another. As Splendid Bobby C continues to work on the arms of Sabu on the outside. He's the legal man. He is being countered by referee Willie Johnson, but he's taking his sweet time about the project. Drives both knees into the back. Meanwhile, Rob Van Dam has taken out Sensational Fabulous. Rob Van Dam with a knee to the head of Splendid Bobby C. And this one's turned around in favor of Team ECW from the outside. Look at this. Oh, man. Double underhook facebuster from Rob Van Dam. RVD with a DDT on Splendid Bobby C. The referee's count continues as Rob Van Dam continues to work on the Splendid one. Bobby C struggling to get to a standing position here, gets a hold of Rob Van Dam. Van Dam counters and pitches him towards the timekeeper's area, makes his own way back inside the ring. As the referee continues to count Splendid Bobby C, Rob Van Dam going after Sensational Fabulous. Takes himself out onto the apron with Fabi. This is not going to be good. Oh, man, DDT on the lip of the apron. Bobby C drives a knee into the head of Rob Van Dam. Sensational Fabulous is reeling from that DDT as Rob Van Dam is rolled back inside the ring by Splendid Bobby C. Charges. Flying elbow to the back of the head of Rob Van Dam. A series of wrist clutch kicks to the ribs and a forearm to Rob Van... Damn, man, these guys ain't fooling around. 1. Team Splendid impressing the crap out of me right about now. A stomp to the shoulder of Rob Van Dam. I mean, I'm not trying to say is anything, but Rob Van Dam and Sabu have been looking, well, inefficient in this matchup. A wicked kick to the side of the head and a flying punch to Rob Van Dam takes him down to the canvas. And again, another cover. 1, 2. And another near fall, but Rob Van Dam manages to get that right shoulder up. A series of short kicks to the head. And here comes Sensational Fabulous again. This match more than halfway over and nowhere near a winner so far. Hard forearm from Fabulous takes Rob Van Dam down to the canvas. Rob Van Dam out on the apron. Fabulous joins him out there on the apron. Then does nothing about it. Goes behind on Rob Van Dam. Has him up. Oh! Kicked him right in the back. On the way down. Well, that was nasty. Fabulous Whips Rob Van Dam to the Team Splendid corner. And again starts driving knees into the midsection of Rob Van Dam. Down he goes. Again, Rob Van Dam puts on the brakes on Fabiola, slams him down to the canvas. Rob Van Dam gets a hold of him. Here's a snapmare. And here's a drop kick to the side of the head from RVD. A driving knee into the head of Sensational Fabulous. Oh, he might have felt that one a little bit too much. German release suplex from Rob Van Dam. Sensational Fabulous is in trouble at this point. Rob Van Dam whips him to his team's corner. RVD going to take this one himself. Delivers a kick to the calf of Sensational Fabulous draped over the rope. RVD with a kick to the midsection. Pulls him in. And here we go again. Another hook facebuster for Sensational Fabulous as Sabu comes in on the tag. Fabulous struggling to get to a standing position here, but too late. Sabu right there with the forearm takes him down the canvas. Sabu rebounds off the ropes. Beautiful handstand kind of move there into the Whirlicane Rana. Taking Sensational Fabulous for right there it is. Sabu with that trademark taunt. Sabu whips Fabi into the corner. Fabulous counters with a forearm. Locks it up with Sabu. Sabu with the upper hand gets a hold of him. Another beautiful power slam. And here's another cover. One. But just a one. Sensational Fabulous getting the left shoulder up. Sabu takes himself up to the middle rope here. He dives and misses the crossbody. Sensational Fabulous stepping out of the way just in the nick of time there. Wicked wrist clutch kick to the side of the head of Sensational Fabulous. Beats it out of town and turns it over to Splendid Bobby C. Bobby catches a double axe handle from Sabu. A basement DDT from Sabu. And looks like Sabu and RVD are starting to really fight back in this matchup. Might be too little too late. Hard whip to the corner for the Splendid one. Here comes Rob Van Dam on the tag. Here comes the double team. Splendid Bobby C. Whip to the ropes. Double shoulders. Takes him down as Rob Van Dam catches a kick to the head from Splendid Bobby C. The Splendid one rebounds off the ropes, misses with the flying forearm. Rob Van Dam tags him with a right, tags him with another one. Locks him up again. Escorting Bobby C towards the corner. Referee needs to get the hell on out of the way. What is Willie Johnson thinking? RVD with a knee to the midsection, and a hard knee to the midsection at that. The Splendid Bobby C. Followed up with a stomp to the shoulder as Rob Van Dam turns it over to Sabu on the tag. Bobby C catches a flying shoulder from Sabu. He rolls out to the floor. Sabu goes over the top trying to go after Sensational Fabulous, but winds up crashing and burning. That might be a costly mistake for Team ECW. Sabu pitched towards the ring steps, doesn't quite get there, but Bobby C tags him with an elbow anyway. That's 3/4 of the way done now. And still no winner. We'd be looking at a time-minute draw possibly. Sabu rolled out towards the barricades. Nails Bobby C with a double axe handle. Gets himself back inside the ring before time runs out. Goes after Sensational Fabulous. Sabu not giving up here. There's a hard forearm to Fabi. Bobby C too late to make the save, but goes after Sabu anyway. A hard knee to the midsection, but Sabu counters with an elbow. Locks up Splendid Bobby C. Whips him to the corner. Sabu steps out, turns it over to Rob Van Dam. Sensational Fabulous on the outside, not at his corner as Rob Van Dam charges. Both knees missing on that move. Bobby C whips him into the corner. Drives a knee into his midsection. Delivers a kick to the chest. And look at this. Serious face wash coming up. Bobby C rebounds off the ropes. Boom. Wicked strength boot to the face of Rob Van Dam. He rolls out to the floor where Sensational Fabulous is still laid out. Bobby C going to have to do this all on his own. And for the third time, I don't believe it. He is crazy. That is the third time he's gone over the top rope and nailed somebody. Fabulous catching some kicks and rights from Rob Van Dam, gets taken down. Splendid Bobby C catches a snap suplex from Rob Van Dam. Both members of Team Splendid are laid out. RVD standing tall here, firmly in control. And here comes the Rolling Thunder to Splendid Bobby C. Rob Van Dam stalking Bobby C. The ref trying to get him back in the ring, but a little too quick. A couple of hard kicks to the leg for Rob Van Dam. Bobby C. with, a spin kick. Took Rob Van Dam down but hard. Fabulous back on his feet. Delivers a stomp to Rob Van Dam out of pure spite and nothing else. Up over the shoulders goes Rob Van Dam. Bobby C drives him with a GTS, the knee to the head. And again, a little bit of kung fu fighting from Splendid Bobby C. Sensational Fabulous rounds up Rob Van Dam as Bobby C goes after Sabu, catches the right. An enziguri takes Sabu down to the floor. And Rob Van Dam is all on his own here. Here's a cover. 1, 2. I would have sworn that was going to be it, and we're down with 2 minutes to go. A stomp to the shoulder to Rob Van Dam. Splendid Bobby C turns it over to Sensational Fabulous. Rob Van Dam just getting to his feet. Rebound off the ropes, flying punch. Takes down Rob Van Dam to the canvas. Splendid Bobby C looking on as Sensational Fabulous tags Rob Van Dam with a nasty right. Here's another cover. But Sabu right there to break it up again. Sensational Fabulous stalking Rob Van Dam now. He is mad and he is running out of time too. Hard right spins Rob Van Dam around, has him up over the shoulders again. Another GTS, knee to the skull. Fabulous covers. 1, 2, 3, and where the hell was Sabu? Team Splendid picks up the win by pinfall.
The time, 18 minutes and 53 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, Team Splendid.
Well, sir, a splendid win for Splendid Bobby C and Sensational Fabulous, pulling off, well, what I can just call an upset here over Rob Van Dam and Sabu. I didn't think it was going to happen, and they did it with less than a minute and a half to go, about a minute and 10 left on the clock. Pretty amazing stuff from Team Splendid. Let's turn it over to Wally Cardell and his special guest, Liberty Bell Danielle.